to let me shine. That's your way. You always walk a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, night, I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Thank you for joining me as we chat about acknowledgements today. Many people think that acknowledging something is admitting a mistake or powerlessness. Many people also work with acknowledgement as a part of the 12-step process when they look at addiction, acknowledging that they have a problem, acknowledging that they have an addiction, or acknowledging that they have done something wrong. So, acknowledgement is quite a loaded something that we live in the shadow of, rather than something that we use as a weapon, as a tool, as an action or activity that makes us stronger, that equips us to walk into the world with our heads held high. It is not a profession of powerlessness. Acknowledgement is something that we accept. It is something that we understand. It is something that we know is a part of ours, whether it makes us strong or whether it makes us weak. By acknowledging it, we have already gained strength. Because when we acknowledge that we are something or we have something, then we can make that work for us. There are so many things that we consider to be shadow aspects of ourselves. There are so many things that we feel ashamed of sometimes, that we want to hide from, whereas if we can acknowledge it, we can tame it. We can turn it into a gift or a strength. And instead of it usurping our power, it can give us power. The one thing that is really important is acknowledging the presence of Spirit in your life. If you acknowledge that God is the one power from which all your power flows, if you acknowledge that God is the source of your wisdom, then you have no doubt but to know that when things seem uncertain, you can surrender. And simply in that knowing, the knowing that you can surrender into God's power, because you acknowledge that God will have your back always, that gives you power. That gives you strength. And not only when you are fearful or when things are bad, but whenever you choose to step into the world, into the fullness of who you are, if you acknowledge that who you are is all founded in the love and the power and the knowledge of God, then who you are will flow forth out of that. It will allow you to become the person that you are truly yours. So many people do not want to acknowledge things. But if we can acknowledge what who we are and what, therefore, by means of who we are, we attract to us. Or by means of who we are not, we repel. That immediately puts us in a place of power. That immediately helps us to understand. If I accept who I am, this kind of person will be drawn to me. If I know what my gifts are, people seeking my gifts will come to me. But sometimes, just sometimes, I need to take a deep breath and acknowledge that something will not be good for me, and I have to make the choice to walk away from it. I need to sometimes acknowledge that I need to do something even though I'm afraid of doing it, even though I do not think I'm up for it. If we acknowledge our mistakes, we can correct them. If we acknowledge that which we consider weaknesses, we can compensate for them. And yet somehow we can stand in the power of knowing who we are. Knowing who we are in our own right because we acknowledge our gifts. And we can go out and make them sing. We can allow our gifts to be made manifest. Many of us have grown up believing that we have to be humble. And humble is a quality that is beautiful. But only if we are truly humble from a place of strength. Only if we are truly humble from a place of love and a place of who we truly are. If we are humble from a place of not believing in ourselves, of apologizing for who we are, of being humble to the point of even looking needy and apologetic, then we are not being truthful. For then we are not acknowledging who we are. Living an acknowledged life means we get to work smarter, not harder. It means we work with a consciousness of being aligned with the one true power. And we receive and release in full surrender and full celebration to the workings of that power. If we know that God is always at work through us, for us, and for the greater good of all, then we get on board. We become the co-creator of the world we live in. We join the team. We stop trying to control and we start trusting that what God delivers for us is not only in our best interest, but also in the interest of those we share our lives with. When we acknowledge that God is the starting point of who we are, then we can start by saying, what is my next step? And we can take it with confidence. Our affirmation for today is as follows. The place of the divine in my life is determined by where I stand. Beloved Father, Mother God, we come to you in humble surrender, acknowledging that you are the true source of our knowledge, our wisdom, our courage, and our joy. Dear God, please take us by the hand and nudge us gently, especially when we forget who we truly are, especially when we are afraid of acknowledging the gifts that you have bestowed upon us. All the many ways in which we can represent you in this world by acknowledging your light within us. Remind us always of your love and your light, and of our place in bringing that into the world. Thank you for allowing us to shine your light. Amen.
Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me